just wanted to say good evening to you all. I wanted to let you know that I'm making a video series on YouTube called Bedtime Stories. Bedtime Stories, and what it is I'm going to read these books to you that were really my favorite books when I was a little kid. I think that a lot of millennials will agree. Anyway, I'm not going to ask this very often, but I'm going to ask it right now because a lot of the people watching my videos are not subscribed to me. And so I want to just ask you, would you please go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that I can continue to make videos for you. I upload at least once a week, if not once every 3 or 4 days. So just check it out and hang out with me. Okay, bye. Okay, I have a few books to choose from. These two are some of my favorites. There's this one called Snuggle Piggy and the Magic Blanket. Snuggle Piggy and the Magic Blanket. Or I loved this one. Called Can't You Sleep, Little Bear? Which one do you think we should read? Let's do this one because I think it's kind of silly and cute. Okay. So let's get started then. This is called Snuggle Piggy and the Magic Blanket by Michele Stepto, illustrated by John Himmelman. Who's that? I don't know who that is. Snuggle Piggy and the Magic Blanket. Once there was a little fellow named Snuggle Piggy. He lived with his Aunt Daisy in a bright blue cottage near the edge of a quiet stream. When Snuggle Piggy was very young, practically brand new, Aunt Daisy made him a blanket out of odds and ends to keep him warm at night. It was a beautiful blanket full of all the creatures in the universe. It had a bright moon floating in a clear blue sky, and stars, and an ocean, and a funny boat like a house. In the center, it had a man and a woman holding hands. The woman had red shoes and silvery earrings. The man had a long beard that looked terrifically bristly. Every night, when Snuggle Piggy went to bed, Aunt Daisy tucked the blanket around him so that no cold drafts would get under the blankets, the covers. Every morning when he woke up, she folded the blanket inside out and hung it over the foot of the bed. scrubbed it fresh and clean, and hung it out to dry. Aunt Daisy took very good care of that blanket. She knew how much Snuggle Piggy liked it. What Aunt Daisy didn't know was that it was a magic blanket. Every night, after she tucked Snuggle Piggy in bed and turned out the light, the man and the woman and all the creatures on the blanket came out to play with him. They laughed and sang and danced in the clear moonlight. Each creature sang its own special song and danced its very own dance. They taught Snuggle Piggy to dance too, and every night he danced and danced until he danced himself to sleep. Snuggle Piggy loved his magic blanket. He never went to bed without it. But one washing day, when Aunt Daisy had taken the blanket down to the stream and rubbed it and scrubbed it fresh and clean and hung it out to dry, it began to rain. It rained and it didn't stop raining, and that night, Snuggle Piggy had to go to bed without his magic blanket. Without his magic blanket. Without it. Don't worry, my Snuggle Piggy, said Aunt Daisy when she tucked him in bed. Then she gave him a big hug and kiss and turned out the light. In the dark, the rain came down even harder. Snuggle Piggy thought he could hear his friends calling for help. He thought, and after a while he tiptoed out to the front door and opened it. Crack, crackle, went the lightning. Snuggle Piggy could see the magic blanket flapping miserably in the wind and rain. And quick as could be, he shot down the path to the stream. I'm coming, he shouted. The thunder shouted back. The wind lashed the rain in angry circles around his head. But he grabbed the magic blanket in his arms and dashed back to the bright blue cottage. Inside, Snuggle Piggy hung the blanket by the fire to dry. Its stars and moon were dark. The little boat still rocked crazily on the stormy sea, but not a single creature was missing. Soon the blanket began to dry. His friends shook out their tails and scales and feathers and fur, and stretched out their hooves and their paws. The man patted his bristly beard dry in the warm glow. The woman took off her red shoes and wiggled her toes. One by one, Snuggle Piggy's friends fell asleep. At last he whispered, "Good night, everyone," and tiptoed back to his bed. Snuggle Piggy slept for hours and hours. When he woke up, Aunt Daisy was folding his magic blanket inside out over the foot of his bed. "Well, my sleepyhead, good morning to you," she said. While Aunt Daisy made sun dancing and shining, and next to it,